Hello and welcome to another ship replay. My name is Midshipman Slack and I'm actually sailing in the Konigsburg. Yes, shock horror, I'm sailing something that's not American. That's quite a rarity for my reviews if you look at them. But mainly this game is not really about me. No, although I do quite well. It's about that player in front of me. The Atazuki, or Ceiling. Steve for short. So we're pushing A at the moment, and like always when you're playing this up, there's just me, the Furitaka, and the Atazuki pushing this flank. We just discovered our first enemy, the Emerald. Now let's see if I can get this replay working. So I'm going to try and go for the York here. And I completely miss. So I changed to AP because he's showing a bit of broadside. Lose sight of him. Thought, better of it. Ah, fantastic. Got it working. Right. So first, the Akazuki sent loads of torpedoes to the right to try and take on that Emerald, who was trying to sneak behind the island. We've got another enemy Akazuki moving in onto Cap. It's looking good here. It's looking good. It's looking good. Boom. Good night. Great start. Can't ask for much better. So Atsuki has thought better of it and has laid smoke. I've been hit. And if I remember rightly, yes, I'm currently doing the usual trick of the cruiser and running away. Mainly because if you look at the map, we have just discovered there's a York, there was an Emerald, there's a Geisenhower, and we go with at least one destroyer in this area. I've set my hydroacoustic and I believe the Atsuki is just in range. That's why we can still see him. Do I be able to shoot past this island? Boom, thank you. Excellent sight.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
So, straight away, we're only a couple of minutes in and the enemy are 2 ships down. It's getting pretty hot and furious in this Cap. And I am actually going forward again and backwards again and forwards again because I'm not entirely certain what to do here. So I push forward as much as I possibly can. So, bit of Mexican standoff. The Cap is not being capped, so we know there's at least one other ship within this area, within A. It's most likely destroyer. The Atazuki's smoke is dissipating. So he sends off flank torpedoes. I see what he's doing and send my own torpedoes to do exactly the same. Because we know there must be something in this smoke screen. So we're trying to flush him out. So we're trying to bang. Kamikaze R. And he's caught in a crossfire. Devastating crossfire. I get 7 hits. 4,000 damage. Well, a couple of thousand. Between the pair of us and our other cruiser, we take him out. So now we're free to cap A. And because of our devastating strikes we've done, and particularly this from Steve, the enemy have actually moved away. They're no longer pushing this flank. There's the Geisenhower we saw before. There's the York we saw before. They're running to B cap, or moving away from A cap, leaving us absolutely free to take it. So I transfer my fire to the Konig over here, who has pushed a little bit too far forward. Him and the other Konig have gone too far. I've overextended. So what I mean by that is I can get far on him. Everybody over there can also get far on him. And that's 1 down. So we're up by 5 ships to 2. Already you've taken a very strong hold on this game. So what's Sterling doing? He's actually, or should I say Steve, as he's now called. Let's see if I can see him. I've gone down the wrong island. He's down here. There we are. This is quite a ballsy move. Because he could have gone behind the island this way. So round this back. He decided to be more daring and go straight down the middle. That Konig is still alive. This York's still alive. And there's the guys now pushing the flank. So if he's not careful, he's keeping as far as he can. There he is. He's been spotted. He's been shot at. So they know where he is now. And he could be easily flanked here. I start shooting at the... I try and shoot at the destroyer because he's the most dangerous target we've got at the moment because he's spotting our mate Steve. Oh, along with everybody else actually. So he shot his torpedoes off. And he's getting shot at now. He's pulling back. And the island is covering from most of the direct fire. I transfer my fire to the Geisenhower because he's showing a nice little broadside to me. I tried some AP, but now I'm back onto HE and doing far more damage. And catch a fire, which is very lucky with only one hit on fire. Thank you. 2 fires now. Looks like he's burning at least 2 places. Come on, Steve. They're looking good, these torpedoes. Looking good. Boom. 2, 3. One more. Come on. Boom. Excellent. He's pulled back.
Our team has taken the...
So now I've been spotted by 1. So he's going to try and repeat the task now. Moved over. I've been detected. I'm laying fire on this Geisenhower. Stopping the cap being taken. And I do another Notzer and hit the island. Bam! Another fire. Thank you. I'm not entirely certain what the cruiser was doing at this point. Because you noticed my radar's turned off. I'm getting hit now. That's extreme long range. And there's 2 friendlies in front of him. That could have gone really badly. Now I've got all... Considering I can see 3 ships, all of them are aiming at me. So I am trying my best to reverse out of the situation. Is it working? Well, more luck than judgment, I think. More luck than judgment on that one. 4 of them now aiming at me. They really want me dead. But that's good news. They're not firing at my friends. And I have just dropped off their sight vision now. That was very close. I pull away. So, not actually much happens now for the next 5 or 10 minutes. So, I'm just going to scoot ahead where we see good old Steve make a lovely move. So, Steve is just... Right, welcome back. So, in Steve, in his infinite wisdom, I've come around the island now. Steve, in his skill, has decided not to actually go straight for the cap here. That will alert the enemy of where he actually is. There'll be certainly know there'll be a destroyer in the area. So he's actually skirting it round at the moment. Giving himself a good line up for the rest of the enemy, because they're going to try and push through these gaps individually, and he'll be in prime location to actually shoot his torpedoes. So he's coming around here. I decide to actually cut the corner, which I probably should have done earlier, and go straight for the cap to try and support Steve here. So he moves round, keeps moving around. The rest, meanwhile, we take this Geisenhower has had better days, I reckon. He's trying to take single-handedly an Iron Duke, another Geisenhower, and I believe that's right, the Hood, who's actually retreating. He's going in there. You probably think he's going to try and do a torpedo run at this close range. Boom. There's the torpedoes. Does he get them off? Well, he gets 2 hits, but doesn't do enough damage to sink the Geisenhower. So, back to Steve. He's shot his torpedoes at this Geisenhower over here. Wobbly bob. I'm starting to lay my fire in because I'm starting to get within range now.
Our victory is in sight.
Although because he's running away, I can't shoot him much longer. But I catch a fire, which is excellent. He's put the fire out. Unfortunately, they all bounce. But these, again, only a couple of hits. Come on, I need another fire. He's burned his damage recall, so come on, one more fire. There, that'll do. Thank you very much. Now he's on fire. That'll burn for a little while. I keep still trying and pummel him. Steve is cutting the corner. He knows that the Geisenhower is going to come around this island. Geisenhower is now in fire in 2 places. And there he goes. There's the torpedoes. And he hits his smoke because he's now being spotted. And he's opened fire. Doesn't really matter too much now. We're on the final throws of the game. Let's see how these do. So his Geisenhower's turning away. Turning away. They're looking good though. They're looking very good. Looking particularly tasty. Are they enough to win? Are they enough to get the final kill of the game? I capture B. Come on, they're looking good. Boom. Fantastic. Brilliant result all round. Did very well myself with a load of XP there. But it has to hand it to you. Steve did the most of the work with 2,226 base XP and 3 kills. He really made a difference in his side and showed how you can play the game by being a little bit daring but knowing when to charge and when to hold back. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, folks. So long.